Reviewing these 4 albums, doing 2 of these in one day today. Starting off with the Snotty Nose Rez Kids, an indigenous rap duo from Canada, and their trap album Trapline. It's a celebration of their indigenous culture and their resilience to push forward through injustices. And although I think the concept is super powerful and great, I don't think the quality of music really shows that. The production is alright. I mean, it's just some basic trap production, and I just feel like this album doesn't have many highlights. I feel like overall, it didn't really keep my attention. I feel like some of the deliveries are iffy too. There's some corny lyrics, but like I said, I think the concept is really powerful. And then we have Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum by Tally Hall. This was a unique album. I mean, it has a lot of interesting writing and concepts, which does make it separate itself from other indie rock albums at the time. But this album is so messy to me. I feel like it's really generic and kind of repetitive production-wise. I think there's a lot of corny deliveries and lyrics throughout the album. And it's a bloated album that doesn't even have many highlights, which just makes it feel even longer. So I think they are a unique band, but this was a rough album in my opinion, but The Bidding I think is a pretty good song. And then going over to good old Pro Era with Chuck Stranger's debut LP Consumers Park, and also I'll get to the other album another time. This was fun to listen to and I was pretty excited because I mean, me personally, I just love Pro Era in general, and especially Joey Badass and Capital Steez. I mean, 2 of my favorite rappers. But then looking at Chuck Stranger's, he's way more under the radar and pretty underrated. I mean, his lyricism is pretty solid on this album. There's some standout tracks. Production wise, you got some soulful and jazzy elements. I think the first few tracks of this album are really good. Towards the end of the album, it gets a little stale. The album kind of feels unfinished. I feel like he could have gone way harder with the concept, but you got some good tracks to pull out of here, and you can see some of Chuck Stranger's good lyricism and production. And then for the final one today, we're going to go over to the Oasis debut album, Definitely Maybe, and I don't really know where to start with this. Oasis can make some really quality music, especially on this album. You have some amazing tracks, and there's so much energy on here from the production and deliveries. But Oasis may be one of the most one-dimensional rock bands you can listen to. I feel like they have a palette of 4 sounds that they use for every single one of their songs. And that's why I said I don't even know where to start, because it is so repetitive. It's like a lot of these songs blend together, but they're making quality music. There's so much energy to them. They're not even making bad music. It might be pretty repetitive, but it's a pretty good album. There are no lows on this album, but then you have songs like Rock and Roll Star, which is just filled to the top with energy. So it is a really good album, but it's hard to tell how great it is because it's so one-dimensional. It's the type of album that my review just needs to polish over time the more I hear it, but I think it is a pretty good album. But those are my thoughts on these 4 albums. Let me know how y'all feel, and I love and appreciate all of you for the recommendations.